Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. This is another game that's at 1. I've never seen this before. I've never seen this. I've never seen this many games.
Properly weighted.
Yeah.
Every up and down. You have the good teams playing the good teams. You got the bad teams playing the bad teams.
I've never seen this many games at 1. Rams 1-point favorites on the road against the Cardinals. 46.5 is your total. If you did not watch either one of these teams play on Sunday, Rams rally against a. Listen, he came back in for the last series, but there were 3 series in which he sat out. Drew Lock ended up not being able to do anything at all for the Seahawks team. They sit in neutral, and then the Rams go and win with a I'm not going to say last-second field goal, a last-minute field goal, and win that game by 1 point. Cardinals lose by 5 to the Texans. Cardinals had their shot. Cardinals had their chances, just couldn't quite get there, couldn't quite capitalize, but did. And I see why this total is sitting 46.5, because despite the fact the Cardinals only put up 16 points, they had opportunities to score into the 20s, right? And the Rams, if you look at this, I think if you're really properly handicapping as well, they just kind of went on a lull in that game against Seattle, but then they kind of picked it up somewhere along the way. So I think the 46.5 makes sense. I know people are probably going to look and say, wow, that's way, way, way too high, but it's about right.
I have a game at 47.5.
Yeah.
So I kind of lean toward the over here. My issue is the Rams go for a while in the game a lot,
yes,
and the Cardinals don't capitalize quite a bit, and so that's where you kind of worry that they're not going to be able to push it over. But these are 2 dead over teams right now. I mean, the Cardinals' defense is terrible. Mm-hmm. They're not good. They're back to what we expected at the start of the season. And with Kyler Murray, the offense is going to consistently move the football. He makes that offense very interesting, especially when it's healthy. The issue for me, and why I'm not going to bet this right now, we saw Stafford get hurt. Mm-hmm. We saw Kupp get hurt. I don't want to take an over if Stafford or Kupp are not in that game.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And if you're just box score looking, it was a long field goal. But Seattle had a field goal to win the game. I mean, it was 55-yarder. Myers makes 55-yarders a lot. Also a very interesting, confusing, let's say interesting and confusing way that the game went down towards the end, where it was like Seattle was okay settling for a 55-yard field goal as opposed to trying to get, a little closer for a guy, because 55 yards is almost half the field.
Yeah, it was an atrocious way to end that game. They complete a pass to the 37-yard line, 38-yard line with 24 seconds left, and they run the ball up the middle. You spike the ball there, and then you throw 2 out patterns to try and pick up 10 yards. Running it up the middle does you absolutely no good. You can get a holding call. You can fumble the football. Your best case scenario, you're picking up 3-4 yards. Yeah. Congratulations. It just terrible, terrible decision. Gosh. And then he misses it.
And I mean, just kind of the icing on the cake here is Geno Smith runs up to spike the ball, and then spikes it with enough time to where the game wouldn't have been over, even if they would have made the kick.
Spikes it with 9 seconds. Yeah.
He didn't even make it to where it was the last play of the game.
What are we doing?
It's insanity. But again, so if you're looking at the box score, the Rams, they won, and there's something to be said for that. But it was a little fortunate that they were to hold on in that one, not run into the window for me here on this one. Kyler,
this never gets to 3, right?
As good, and as good as he looked in week 1 after not playing for a year, he missed some throws today. He missed a good amount of throws, and so it does make me wonder if it's maybe I was just expecting so little from him coming off of a year off that I was a little higher on him maybe than I should have been. So I'm going to pump the brakes here a little bit with the Cardinals.
If it gets to 3, I'm interested, but I don't think we're ever getting to 3.
Yeah.
And if we do get to 3, it would be Arizona -3 because Stafford's not playing.
Mm-hmm.
So this is one of those games where it's correctly lined in my mind. The total is of interest to me. If we dip down to 45.5, I'm probably playing the over. And if we hear that both Stafford and Kupp are in, I'd be interested at the 46 number.
Go to VSiN.com/subscribe to become a VSiN Pro subscriber today.